trying to divide us. Still count my blessings. They come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Up next, it's our main event between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. Season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Here's a return from the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here goes throw. What's that?
Right to the air with May. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Cardinals force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And he's chased out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack for the defense. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Working quickly here.
A 5-yard pickup. Brings up 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Nix. On the move. Headed right. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Here goes throw. What's that?
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
It's May from the end zone. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Hits it through the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
A gain of 16 yards.
Running from the pistol here with Jency. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's out to just a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's all hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. Cox, that's Arian Smith. He's still going at the 30. Running down the left side. He takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Now carried by Giddens. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Dose of the hurry up here.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Here's Giddens. He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's going to be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. But you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Nix, cookout line, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to get the Cardinals a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Nix with it on 1st. Forced out to his right. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 1-point game. T. Higgins, the touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's May on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Down the left sideline he goes. He could do it. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 7-point lead in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's taken in by Roman Dunzak. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
This is Giddens. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Running it here with Giddens. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Nix. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
He only moved this offense is making us toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. They pick up 14 yards on that one. That is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All set now, 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down from the 42. We give up the guts. It's Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
May now from the gun. It's this one to Gadsden. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A minute 56 seconds left in our 1st half. More from State Farm Stadium after this. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. May on 1st and 10. That's complete to the back. Ashton Genty. Pike jukes a man. He's running free. All the way. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts lead by 15 now. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing here, Nix. Hits his running back. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Knicks now, 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll throw again. Knicks. Completed to his running back. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Knicks. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. In the words of Pete Carroll resonate, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
And the Colts first down.
First down, May. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. Off his back foot, they're going to intercept it. And the Cardinals take over now and have possession at the 25.
May's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Knicks from the gun. They connect on the deep shot. There he goes, right sideline. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go.
The score, Colts 21, Cardinals 19.
We're We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And he's out of bounds. This is a great start for them, already on their opponent's side of the field. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cardinals do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Right side caught by Higgins. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Kyle Duggar holding him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Got locked behind this one. Downfield it goes. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Oh, man, nothing from him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Arian Smith, so they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Looking to throw. He's across the 20, still going. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. It's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game. All 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
He'll get a couple, and now they face 3rd and goal from the 6. Made a throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This will end up as a touchback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. On here with Giddens. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 46. To throw, here's Nix. That's to Odunze again. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and on the Colts side of the field. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Now Nix on 3rd down. There's a screen for Giddens. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffed out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs from 37. Throwing on first down, Nix. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nix looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, it's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a lead just before the end of the third.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that was all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Now the offense and Nix coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Captain. The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Bombers.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
24.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. And off to Genty. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Operating from the gun, here's May. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Giving this to Genty. Rolling into enemy territory. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 4th quarter lead.
Okay, with these great running backs, you know that patience is so often carry to carry, one of their great traits, but also over the course of the game, just waiting for their opportunity to explode and go finish it as he just did.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 4-point lead.
27.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Nix bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't... pass, it was a scramble, but Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. Here's Nix to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They've got first down here from the 36. Nix now to throw. That is caught, and it's Higgins again. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Genty. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. May now from the gun. Complete right side. Burton has it. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. On first down, Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in a hurry up here. On the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw for May. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here's May to the air. In by his back here. It's Jesse. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Here's May again. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Colts trailed by a field goal. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now running with Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
First down from the 42. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Back to throw. Puts him on the in route. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set.
And the Cardinals first down.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. That one connects. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after it. Now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
41,
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fields this one at the 3. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Connects with the open man downfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. To the air on first down, May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. Flushed out of the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, that sets up first and goal. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. To find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Trying to sneak May. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Let's see what they want to do here. It's 2nd and inches. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. They call the timeout with 4 seconds remaining, and we're going to get ready to potentially see overtime. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, one final shot. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Starting at the 10. Things going well so far. And he's brought down Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Glendale.
back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Brewing a coffee, to sleep. You weak, chic. The webby, look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back, yeah, get back. Fall back, yeah, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back.
I only like bad, with a thick, it's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but like we go back, way back. Run it, that we on track. You can never ever be my man, you a whole snap. You said it on your IG page, I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You should say that, I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.